Good evening. The March 12, 2025 council meeting of the Long Branch City Council will now come to order. Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Here.
Mr. Rassus?
Here.
Mrs. Wittes?
Here.
Dr. Vogt is absent. Mr. Vieira?
I'm here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. I will now read the mission statement of the City Council. The Long Branch Mayor, the City Council, and administration are committed to cultivating an environment of mutual trust and respect that values the diversity of our community. We will strive to enhance our quality of life for all who live here by making Long Branch a desirable place in which to live and prosper. We will treat all members of the public with respect and expect the same in return.
I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act and posted as required by law.
Tonight's presentation, we have the American presentation by the Long Branch, Irish American presentation presented by Long Branch Public Schools.
Excuse me, Mario. I just got a text. The student is en route. They're on their way here.
Oh,
So
okay.
if we could maybe just move it around a little.
Okay, so we'll do that is, we'll skip that. We'll go to the reading of approve of previous minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the February 26, 2025.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Rassus?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Abstain.
Dr. Vogt is absent. Mr. Vieira?
Yes.
Motion
Okay,
passed.
now we'll go back to the presentation. I guess we have the schools there. Irish and American presented by the Long Branch Public Schools.
Perfect. Good evening. My name is Marissa Alexopoulos. I'm one of the English teachers at the high school. I'm here with my 12th grade student, Eduarda, who will be reading a poem for Irish Heritage Month. And thank you again for having us back.
Okay, no problem.
This is a poem called Ansel by Evan Boland. My mother died one summer, the wettest in the records of the state. Crops rotted in the west. Checked tablecloths dissolved in back gardens. Empty deck chairs collected rains. As I took my way to her through traffic, through lilacs dripping blackly behind houses and on curbsides to pay her the last tribute of a daughter, I thought of something. I remembered. I heard once that the body is or is said to be almost all water, and as I turned southward, that ours is the city of it, one in which every single day the elements begin a journey towards each other that will never, given our weather, fail. The ocean visible in the edges cut by it, cloud color reaching into the air, the lifey storing one and summoning the other, salt greeting the lack of it at the north wall, and as if that wasn't enough of it, all of it ending up almost every evening inside our speech. Coast, canal, ocean, river, stream, and now, mother. And I drove on, and although the mind is unreliably in grief, at the next cloudburst, it almost seemed they could be shades of each other. The way the body is of every one of them, and now they were on the move again. Fog into mist, mist into sea spray, and both into the oily glaze that lay on the railings of the house she was dying in as I went inside.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, I'm Eduarda Silva. I'm in 12th grade, and I love poetry and reading and writing and drawing. I partake in a lot of hobbies that include my hands because I just love creating.
Well, thank you, Eduardo.
Thank
You.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. All right, consideration of ordinance, public hearing, and final consideration. Ordinance 0325, an amendment to the city ordinance designating parking prohibited at all times west side of 3rd Avenue. This ordinance was introduced on February 26, 2025, and prohibits parking at all times on the west side of Third Avenue. I need a motion to open the public hearing on this ordinance only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If any member of the public has any comments to make on this ordinance only, please come to the podium, state your name and address clearly for the record. You'll have 5 minutes and may only speak once on ordinance 3-25. Seeing there's none, I need a motion to close.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This is the second reading of ordinance 3-25. I need a motion to adopt it on second and final reading and advertise according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Rassus?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt is absent. Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Ordinance 04-25, an ordinance amending Chapter 116, beaches amending subsections of 116-8, storage lockers, bathhouses, and cabanas on the code of the City of Long Branch. This ordinance was introduced on February 26, 2025, and amended Chapter 116, beaches, subsections 116-8, regarding storage lockers, bathhouses, and cabanas by requiring seasonal renters of storage lockers, bathhouses, or cabanas to indemnify and hold the city harmless from any and against any claims in connection with personal injury, loss of life, or damage of property arising from their use and occupancy of storage locker, bathhouse, or cabana. This ordinance is further amended to prohibit the subleasing of any cabanas. I need a motion to open the public hearing on this ordinance.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If any member of the public has any comments to make on this ordinance only, please come to the podium, state your name and address clearly for the record. You'll have 5 minutes and may only speak once on ordinance 4-25. Seeing there's none, I need a motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This is the second reading of ordinance 4-25. I need a motion to adopt on the second and the final reading and advertise according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Rassus?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt is absent. Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Ordinance for introduction is not public participation, resolutions, and general comments. I need a motion to open the public portion on the meeting for all comments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? If there's anyone in the audience that has a comment to make, please step to the podium and state your name and address clearly for the record. You'll have 5 minutes and may only speak once.
Requesting 1 minute notification, Vincent Lepore, 33 Ocean Terrace, Long Branch. Council President Vieira, originally listed on this agenda this evening was the introduction of Ordinance 5, amending Chapter 78. Doesn't appear this evening. Instead, there's Resolution 45, pretty much concerning the same matter. Why was the introduction of Ordinance 5 removed, Council
Because
President Vieira?
Because we determined that we did legally, that we didn't need an ordinance, it could be done by resolution, and that's what the state required us to do, so we did it by resolution.
Why in the resolution does it state it's required of an ordinance to do this?
Well, once again, we talked to the state civil service, and they told us that we only needed to do a resolution, so we did a resolution.
The resolution's been written incorrectly because it states upon adoption of an ordinance. So the resolution is to be removed this evening.
Okay, well, so the
Council
resolution...
President Vieira, is Resolution 45 as improperly written this evening to accommodate hiring DEI?
I'll turn that to our city attorney.
No,
No.
you're going to answer the question, Vieira. You're the council president. You're voting on it tonight, you and council. You're answering it.
So the answer is
Does
no.
this address DEI, Council President Vieira?
The answer is no.
Council President Vieira doesn't have an answer to the question.
No, you don't want an answer.
Council President Vieira and council, would the United States President's executive order have an equal effect as a court decision
No,
in invalidating this resolution?
no, no,
Council President Vieira, yes or no?
no.
Council President Vieira has no answer. Council President Vieira, will this set a precedent for waiver of exams for any other departments in this city, yes or no?
No.
Councilman Vieira has no answer. Council President Vieira,
Yeah, you can answer.
Okay.
R45 mentions that upon adoption, there will be, quote, adoption of a conflict and interest and nepotism policy, end quote. Council President Vieira and council, can you categorically and unconditionally state that this resolution is designed so as not to satisfy any politically favored, motivated appointments of the Palone government, yes or no?
It's nothing to do with politics. This is a civil service
Council
regulation.
President
allows-
Vieira has no answer to the question. I'm going to ask each council person why they're going to vote on this resolution this evening.
You have no
Councilman
question.
Rassus, why are you voting for
Gotta
this
come to the
resolution?
chair. The chair, the question's coming to the
Please
chair.
defer
The chair doesn't answer the question. Councilman Rassus, are you going to answer the question, yes or no?
please defer your question. to the
Councilman
council
Rassus,
president.
you're not going to answer the question. Councilman Dangler, why are you voting for this resolution this evening?
Council. You don't have to answer, Council.
Councilman Dangler, you don't have to answer, as Councilman Vieira states. All right, you
This is-
follow the
this
lead
is
of
a
somebody who
common
doesn't
portion.
know.
This is a- you put-
Councilwoman
take your
Wittes.
That's it.
Councilwoman Wittes, why are you voting for this resolution this evening?
I refer all comments to our council
Thank you.
president.
It's a sad day, Ms. Wittes, when you joined the Palone team, and now you're taking orders from Mario Vieira. Down the gutter of the Palone pay-to-play gravy train you went. It's sad, very sad. I object to this resolution. Mr. Rainone, you're incorrect. Mr. Vieira, you haven't got a clue what you're doing, which is par for the course. Civil service list has the potential for abuse with this resolution, R45, and allowing both political hires and DEI hires to bypass the test and waiting list, thereby circumventing those qualified applicants who took the test and qualified for the list.
1 minute notification.
Since the resolution is improperly written, it states clearly in the resolution 45, upon adoption of an ordinance, I request this resolution be tabled. If you're going to proceed with it illegally, I'm requesting a no vote. Mr. Martin, in the bill payout this evening, who's getting a $400 office chair and $10,000 worth of office equipment?
I don't know specifically, and I think the $10,000 is multiple pieces.
Multiple places. So we don't know who's getting a $400 chair in City Hall.
I do not know off the top of my head, no.
You do not know. Junk government continues. This is a disgusting government. No on R45.
Anyone else? See, there's no one else. I need a motion to close the public participation portion of the meeting.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I'll now ask Madam Clerk if there is any changes to the resolutions, list of resolutions.
The following resolutions have been added to the consent agenda. Resolution 46-25, a resolution appointing members to the Long Branch Zoning Board of Adjustment. Resolution 47-25, a resolution appointing Darrell Spites as an alternate number 1 member of the Long Branch Zoning Board of Adjustment. Resolution -48-25, a resolution appointing Lillian Groundman as an alternate member 2 of the Long Branch Zoning Board of Adjustment. Resolution 49-25, a resolution appointing Safji Valdivieso as an alternate member 3 of the Long Branch Zoning Board of Adjustment. And Resolution 50-25, a resolution appointing Francisco Bronco as an alternate member 1 of the Long Branch Zoning Board of Adjustment.
Thank you. We could take a list of resolutions as a consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Rassus?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt is absent. Mr. Vieira?
Yes.
Motion passed.
I need a motion to adopt the resolutions 44-25.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
No.
Mr. Rassus?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt is absent. Mr. Viera?
Abstain.
Motion passed.
Applications is none. Miscellaneous business for the good of the order. Councilman Dangler?
Just like to thank everyone for coming out, and please get home safe.
Thank you, Councilman Dangler. Councilman Rassus?
Thank you, Council President Vieira. I'd like also to thank everyone for coming out this evening. Stay safe, and looking forward to seeing everyone in 2 weeks.
Thank you, Councilman Rassus. Councilwoman Wittes?
I too would like to thank everyone for coming out this evening. And our student from Long Branch High School did an amazing job. And we thank the school district for always participating in our Heritage Months each month. We truly appreciate their support and their hard work. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Councilman Wittes. Mayor Pallone?
Thank you, Council President. Just a few upcoming events. The Fire and History Museum will have open house hours on March 16th and 23rd from 1 to 4 p.m. We have some new additions and displays in the museum, recent ones. Please check it out. Our hometown banner, Heroes Banner program is up and running. Banners honor U.S. military veterans who either presently reside in Long Branch or formerly lived here, displaying their picture, name, military branch, and dates of service. This is the banners along the ocean front that begins around Memorial Day through Veterans Day. Please contact the mayor's office for more information. Or visit our website at longbranch.org. The annual Easter egg hunt is Saturday, April 13th at 10 o'clock at West End Park. We've been having that for the last 20 or 30 years. The event is free for Long Branch residents ages 2 to 10. And finally, the third annual Long Branch Disability Fair is May 3rd from 12 to 2 at the Long Branch Senior Center. Please join us for games, resources, arts and crafts, music, food, and more. And again, thank you all for being here this evening. Have a great week.
Thank you, Mayor Pallone. Also, I want to say good evening to everyone, and I want to thank Eduarda Silva for coming out and reading a beautiful poem for us, and the Long Branch Schools for being there for us as we need them. And with that, I want to say good night. I need a motion to close.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.